When a karmic presents attempts to sever a divine union, they are not merely interfering with a romantic connection. They are attempting to derail a cosmic blueprint forged at the soul level. In the architecture of esoteric law, divine union exists to anchor high vibrational truth and accelerate planetary awakening, while karmic dynamics serve as the intense mirror like catalysts that burn away ego and illusion. When an individual operating from karmic density tries to dismantle a higher aligned bond, the universe responds not with punishment, but with an unyielding amplification of spiritual law. Every unlearned lesson, control tactic, and unhealed shadow rebounds directly onto the instigator. Welcome to Sovereign Renaissance, a channel through the arcane, mystical, and occult science. In esoteric and spiritual frameworks, particularly those surrounding twin flames, divine soulmates, and higher soul contracts, a divine union represents a higher vibrational alignment meant to foster mutual awakening, ego dissolution, and spiritual service. When a karmic individual, someone whose presence in a dynamic is meant to mirror unresolved lessons, ego attachments, or shadow work, attempts to sever or interfere with a divine connection, specific spiritual ramifications typically unfold. Amplification of karma and forced lessons cycles. A divine union operates on a high frequency designed to break away low density patterns. When a karmic individual intervenes, whether through manipulation, black magic, possessiveness, or refusal to resolve past contracts, they do not eliminate the underlying energetic momentum. Instead, they magnetize the unresolved lessons directly back to themselves. The rebound effect. The karmic person is often forced to confront the exact fear, insecurity, or control tactic that drove them to interfere, usually in a more intense and inescapable format. Repeated cycles. Until the core lesson, example, learning non attachment, self worth, or sovereignty, is integrated, the individual will continue attracting identical relationship dynamics. Cosmic intervention and ego collapse. Divine unions are generally understood to be overseen by higher spiritual laws and soul agreements rather than ego desires. Attempting to artificially sever or control a higher aligned connection often triggers a spiritual forced reset for the karmic individual. Ego dissolution. The spiritual density required to hold a divine union apart often exhausts the karmic actor's ego structures, leading to a profound, dark night of the soul. Removal of illusion. External circumstances or sudden awakenings frequently dismantle the karmic individual's ability to maintain control, exposing the truth of the connection. Acceleration of the divine counterpart's growth. While the severing or separation caused by a karmic dynamic can bring immediate pain to divine partners, its spiritual purpose is really destructive to the ultimate union. The catalyst's role. The karmic individual unknowingly acts as a catalyst by forcing separation, They drive the divine counterparts into deeper inner work, healing codependency and strengthening individual alignment. Illusion of permeability. From a metaphysical perspective, a true divine bond cannot be permanently broken by a third party. Separation only delays or refines the physical expression of the union while reinforcing the energetic connection. Energetic backlash and cord burning. When an individual actively works against a divine contract, spiritual cords between the parties do not simply dissolve, they burn through friction. Energetic drain. Straining to maintain an attachment that contradicts spiritual trajectory leads to chronic energetic exhaustion, anxiety, or feelings of stagnation. Final contract completion. Once the divine partners integrate the lessons presented by the karmic individual, the karmic contract is officially fulfilled and dissolved, often leaving the karmic person disconnected unless they choose their own elevation. Ultimately, any attempt by a karmic actor to sever a divine union reveals the profound paradox of esoteric law. What is enacted to divide only serves to align. A divine union is not merely a human bond, but a timeless cosmic anchor woven into the fabric of higher consciousness, impervious to the temporary illusions of ego, control, or manipulation. When a karmic presence steps in to sever the connection, they do not destroy the divine blueprint. They simply step into the furnace of their own spiritual evolution. The disruption they cause acts as a sacred catalyst, propelling the divine partners towards ultimate self mastery, while surrounding the karmic individual with the exact shadows they must heal. In the grand tapestry of the universe, no soul can dismantle what the divine has ordained. They can only choose whether to rise with the shift or be reshaped by its wake. And if you enjoyed this episode, please do like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.